Welcome to take 6 of vlog number 5. All right, so today I'm going to talk mainly about two things, one of them being music and creativity in general, and the other one being awareness in terms of, I don't really want to call it spirituality because that scares away a lot of people, but meta-awareness, that's what it is. Okay, so mainly music though. I gave a performance with an amazing choir on Sunday, and it was beautiful. Amazing church, super special event, great atmosphere. It's like a family feeling. It was a really important event. It was gorgeous, and I was on such a performer's high. I was like, oh my God, this is one of my elements. Why haven't I felt this in such a long time? This is not good. One of my priorities is to live an amazing life where I can contribute a lot, and I'm as much as possible on this sort of high of experience. You know, this give and take, this I love the moment here and now so that I can be in the here and now. And also looking forward to tomorrow. And I realized finally that that's not really possible for me without music, which has been, of course, my constant struggle for years and years. I like to say music is one of the greatest loves of my life. And ever since we divorced after high school, because I decided to start doing IT and pursue things like technology or business or whatever, I've been going back and forth and trying to deal with my musicianness in various different ways, like suppressing or letting it out in outbursts or differently through, I don't know, dance or relationships or whatever. It's been this huge, complicated tango coming to terms with the fact that I am such a hardcore musician inside, but still have a lot of other ambitions and intellectual pursuits and other things that I'm interested in, and honestly, in a few also have quite the potential for. And I felt like it was an injustice to myself and to whoever would benefit from it, not to develop myself in these other areas. And in order to do that, of course, I have to press pause on music and put it to the side. And so, yeah, it's been a huge struggle. But it's been fun. It's been a fun roller coaster ride, like every relationship. My relationship to music is no exception. And now I've reached a point where I'm like, okay, I seem to have this whole situation sufficiently under control that I can let it back into my life and know that it's not going to wreak havoc. You know, it's like having a loved one who is either very temperamental or maybe suffers from some sort of addiction or is just really struggling in their life or something like that. And you have to put space between you because they're starting to affect you. That's kind of what it's like, coming back to music and leaving it again and coming back and leaving it again. It's like, you can stay on the couch if you're not going to destroy my house. I mean, I'm sorry, it sounds really mean when I compare it to people. I'm all for empathy and kindness and tolerance and support. But yeah, every time music came back into my life, I would get into the super emotional state pretty permanently, which is not constructive to rational mental pursuits. Like being able to talk like this, I wasn't. Being able to hold down other jobs or studies or whatever. You get the picture. Anyway, so music's back, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm successfully compartmentalizing it. So everything's going well. Super inspired by performers that are really living this whole sort of online and content creator life, which is also partly what led me to publish the rap that should be out by now, by the time this video comes out. So go check it out. Link below. Listen to it on Spotify. That's what helps me the most. And Spotify is awesome. Just why would you use anything else? But okay, if you use iTunes, it's on there too. And if you use anything else, it's on there too, because I use an amazing service where you just upload it once and it goes out to the whole interwebs. So yes, my first rap is out. I'm so proud, so relieved. I don't know what the reception is going to be like at the time of recording. So I guess I'll let you know maybe in the description or in the next video after release, which might be like 2 videos later. Anyway, this has also been a huge thing for me, coming to terms with the reception of my creative work. And that's a lot more complex than it sounds, because it's not just fear of criticism, it's not fear of failure, it's that, but also fear of everything else. I guess even praise, fear of success, fear of sharing and openness, which is very contradictory, I know, to the rest of me. Look at me, being super open about everything. Yeah, but it's been a whole psychological process, probably because music is so important to me and so close to my heart. Yeah, but I really know, I really want to develop as an artist again, and I noticed again what all of my kind of weaknesses are and things that I still need to or really want to develop. Yeah, like my singing, like I want to get back into music production and learn everything that I didn't even learn the first time around. But even to get back to the stage where I was is going to take a while. I want to keep developing my listening, hopefully get back to perfect pitch, which I had briefly thanks to an amazing method that really does work, but you need to maintain it long enough that it stays. And of course I didn't, so I lost it. Maybe this time I'll maintain it. Work on jazz, understand more jazz theory, be able to improvise, be able to reharmonize stuff and do all this amazing, crazy stuff. Yeah, so many things where there's so much room for improvement. But I've decided I'm now only going to learn through doing and putting stuff out there and making the most out of it and creating benefit for others and for myself. Right. Enough on that. Complete topic switch to awareness. I'm not going to go on about that for too long. And you already know all about awareness in terms of meditation and your body and your language and awareness of social issues like equality and all of those different forms of very worldly awareness, things that are related to the real world, to objects, to people, to your body. But what about philosophical types of awareness? Being aware of time, of existence, of emptiness and nothingness, of the fact that we're all one day just going to cease to be, that you just die, and then being aware of the consciousness that you have while you're alive. And basically, the way Dr. Joe Dispenza puts it in one of his meditations, it's something like, become aware that you are aware in space, which is the best sentence ever, because he takes you into this like empty space. You're just in the middle of nothingness and blackness. You leave yourself behind in a really safe and positive way. And it's so true that the moment you become nothing, you're also everything. And that's kind of the sort of thoughts and feelings that I've been thinking a lot about and trying to experience and get more into, in order to balance out this very strongly self-centered experience that I have, trying to find success and push my own projects and my own agenda further into the world and higher. And there's a lot of me in everything that I'm doing, when most of spirituality and wise men and teachings about enlightenment will tell you that it's all about moving away from the ego, from the self. And so I'm trying to kind of just find that for myself. And once again, like with almost every spectrum that I've ever thought about, find a way to join the two extremes of the spectrum. Because I'm someone who is rarely ever actually in the middle, but I have a dynamic balance that consists of being on both extremes at the same time. And kind of this tension between the two poles, that's me. And so this is one area where that was missing, because I was actually moving in a pretty small center range of being like, let's think about me, let's think about others. Let's think about how I can get stronger, let's think about how I can make others stronger. Let's, let's look after myself, let's try to dissolve myself, but not really going far enough. And I want to really get to that Alan Watts level of selflessness or awareness of the selfless nature of nature and all these meta things, so that I can also hold on to that while I'm living my terrestrial life, being me in this form. On that note, thank you so much for listening so far. If you're a musician, go make music. You only have one life. Don't waste it not making music because you love it and you're good at it. So people need you to do it. And yeah, for everyone else and the musicians too, as Tom Billiot would say, be legendary, transcend yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.